What's going on, guys? My name's Citizen Nuketown, and welcome to the start of a new series. It's a new series on dealing with douchebags in Search and Destroy. So, name pretty much speaks for itself. I'm going to be teaching you some of the strategies that I use and can implement against some of the overpowered and unbalanced things in this game. Things that make Search and Destroy extremely frustrating to play and not very fun when you face a full team of people doing it or just one individual. Just kind of the strategies that I use to deal with it in general. So we're going to start off this first episode on the Riot Shield. It's something that I've seen a lot so far in the first couple of weeks of this game. As of right now, there are some issues with it, with the animation, some of the perks and attachments that go along with it. So we're going to get started right now. So the first main problem with the Riot Shield is the radar attachment. It's one of the 3 attachments you can have on the Riot Shield, and basically what it does is it sends out a ping looking for people on the heads-up display, or the HUD, on the top left corner. And if you go too close to the person, I think it's like 10 to 15 feet, you will show up on the radar, and it really helps the person with the Riot Shield learn how to predict people and find out where they are. So you saw the person without using off the grid, and the way to really counter this is to use off the grid. It's pretty simple. You won't get seen on the radar ping thing that they have for the Riot Shield itself. So make sure that you have a class using with off the grid if you find people that are using the Riot Shield, because they will probably be using the radar. It's the most popular attachment for the Riot Shield right now, so make sure you have an off the grid class. The next issue that I found with the Riot Shield is the throwing animation of lethal and tactical grenades. As you see right there, my character is throwing lethal grenades, a C4, and I think it was a concussion grenade. I'm not 100% sure, but basically the throwing animation on the screen, when you see it from the other person, there's no throwing animation. There's nothing in front of the shield, but when you shoot at them, as you'll see in just a second from the bottom screen, from the top screen, it still has the shield there, and you can't really. And the last main issue with the Riot Shield is how quickly you can swap and kill people in this game. As you see right there, it's pretty much an insta swap, and you can just murder someone right away if you have akimbo pistols. It's really hard to deal with, so try to back away, because generally they'll be using a close range weapon. So one strategy that I've seen in a lot of other games where they had the Riot Shield was shooting at the feet. When the person is stationary with the Riot Shield, it's really hard to shoot the feet itself, and I really don't recommend doing it. I would try to recommend like juking them, running around them, trying to shoot them, but going overhead of them is kind of difficult because of the lip on top of the Riot Shield itself. It can be pretty annoying, but that's for someone who is stationary. When they are moving around, you'll see in a second on my screen, they have a running animation that moves the Riot Shield slightly off to the left. So if you strafe counterclockwise to them, generally you'll be able to shoot their exposed side and help you win more gunfights if they're trying to charge you. Generally this isn't something I see too much, but just keep in mind that you can shoot the left side if they start running around. So my main strategy with dealing with Riot Shielders is using lethal grenades or explosives. So I typically use the Semtech. It is definitely the strongest one against the Riot Shielders. As you just saw, you throw the Semtex right at the shield, and if it sticks, it's an insta-kill, no matter if they're using Blast Shield or not. But the Riot Shield has the ability to absorb some of the explosive force where the Riot Shield is facing. So if you can't stick them right away, you can just throw it right behind them or to the side or some exposed part of the Riot Shield, and that will do a much better job. But moving on with the same sort of idea, I like to use the MK32 grenade launcher. It is a double Semtex kind of grenade launcher where it will shoot 2 Semtex at one time, and it will have a total of 6 Semtex in its ammo container. So it's a lot better in my opinion, because if you throw a Semtex or some sort of explosive in front of the Riot Shield, it can absorb the damage even if it doesn't have Blast Shield, and if you use the grenade launcher, it will shoot 2 shots, which will generally kill the Riot Shielder if it's anywhere near it. So I would definitely recommend using the MK32 grenade launcher. The last issue that you really have to deal with Riot Shielders is defending yourself against their explosives. Because of the throw animation, It's really easy to get kills with C4s and just kind of run around and chuck them as soon as you see someone. But as you just saw right there, if you have blast shield on and you get hit by a C4 at any range, you will be protected as long as they do not have danger close. You saw right there, I pretty much just absorbed it when it was straight at my feet, and you'll see a couple more examples where I get the C4 thrown right at my face, and even with direct impact it doesn't do anything. So give that a try. But if they do have danger close, it does kill you from a certain range, which I'll put on the screen right now and you'll see that. But generally it's not too often that you see this in Search and Destroy because of how many points it takes to use danger close. So the main points of this video is, if you're facing people that are using riot shields with C4s, etc., etc., you want to do 3 separate things. First, I really recommend using the MK32 grenade launcher. Just put it on your class, make sure that you have it just kind of on deal with all bullshit class. It really works wonders in this game. Second thing that I would recommend is using off the grid, just so in case they are using the radar perk, or if someone is just calling in SATCOMs on the other team, you are protected against that. And lastly, put on blast shield as well in case people are throwing C4s or grenades or anything like that, just to keep you protected. But that's pretty much it for the end of the video. I hope you guys do enjoy this. Leave it a good old like rating, because it did require a whole lot more time and effort putting this video together. But yeah, if you want to see any more dealing with douchebag episodes, let me know. I'd love to do them and help you guys out in playing Search and Destroy. But that's pretty much it. My name's Citizen Nuketown, and I'm signing out. Peace, guys.